You ready for this? So, here's you. Here's your eyes. Your nose is facing that way. I'm the worst drawer in the world. So you're facing this way. Now. Yeah?
Looks like good.
Okay, this is you facing this way. Here's the goal that everyone teaches you to strive for, a goal. So here's you. Vision. They tell you, put your blinkers on so you don't get distracted. Don't they tell you that?
That hurts.
So if you just stand there, you'll be okay. Remember your goal, remember your goal, remember your goal. See that end thing, see that end thing. This is what will fucking happen to you. You're already a focused woman. You got too many of the focused cells anyway to function in this modern day world and not have stress. You already got too many focused cells. Goal set causes focus. Why do men need that? Because they live their life in peripheral. So this is a really good solution for men. This is perfect. It helps them come into focus on something because otherwise they're all over. Now they've got to focus. Oh wow, I've got to focus because their mind constantly goes like this. But ours is already doing this too much. But guess what? What if this isn't what's best for you? What if you only think it is? What is a goal some of you could have? It could be to have 10 Creatrix clients in by, what's this? June 30 signed up. Okay. Now that's more what I call a target though. That's more a target. It's different to a goal, I believe, because this is more of a short-term thing. A goal, what's a goal? Come on, give me a definition of a goal. Get 30,000 in the bank. So a target's not too bad, but I still won't teach you to do tunnel vision. So that's more a target. It's very measurable. It's very short term. But a goal would be something like 30,000 in the bank. That's not even enough these days for a deposit on a house, is it? What's a full car? Okay, so it's a typical boy goal and whatever. It's measurable. It's all of those things, isn't it? So, right. So that's good for a guy because now he's more likely to get it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But not you. 1 week of the month, you might really be striding, running towards it, yeah, effortlessly, no worries at all. But this is the problem when you go with an intention. You go like this. Well, it's not even like that. More like this, right? And so okay, so this one's not here. It's more like this is a woman's, okay? And that's the man's. Now, by getting into peripheral, you've got a calm system. You know when you're in peripheral? We done anything on that? No.
We talked about the fact that they had the different retinas.
Different retina, exactly. So men see everything in peripheral. That's why when they see you, they just see this as a whole. That's why they don't know if you've got your hair done or your eyes done. They don't see. They don't think you're asking a rabbit to be a frog, right? So they don't see that. This is what they see and they love what they see. That's enough. That's why they don't understand all the rest of the stuff you're worried about. So, okay. So when we force ourselves to go into peripheral, if you know, and you're just seeing out here, then I can still see the front, but I'm kind of in a dazed state. It's really calming. And I can see her move her arm. I just saw you do that. I saw you squirm in your seat. I actually can see more. More in peripheral.
So why can't men see
It's
more?
on the weird map.
They, I'm really smart. I'm really intelligent. I'm really intelligent. Okay. So, but the problem is this goal, $30,000 car, a bank money for a car, that's his way of getting it, right? Because yes, he sees more in focus, in peripheral, but he's never thought about what he wants. If he's not getting it already, peripheral's not working for him, right? But remember how we create, what happens here, when you go down, they call it pregnancy brain fog. That's you being in peripheral, naturally by hormones. You hate it. You complain about it. It's a fucking blessing. But we complain about it, don't we? But it's actually a gift to be fogged out. You're not meant to be focused. Do you understand? Because your brain and your body needs that energy to go down here and do stuff like turn a fucking 1 cell into 100 trillion, man. Let it happen. Don't fight it. But it happens at these times. But what about when we want to get into that state? You believe me, you want to get in that state. Because I'm pretty vague, aren't I, Helen? Really, as a person. You know what I'm saying? Especially daytime. Yeah. So I'm a vague person because I'm in peripheral so much. So does it stop me
No.
from being successful?
Do you know what it does?
Well,
This is what I've noticed. She's like, idea.
because I trust. I have faith. I have faith. I have trust. I have surrendered. Okay? And I attract. That's it. I know that so much that I don't even have to try. It's effortless. Honestly, your success is effortless as a woman. Because this is where, what if this was a girl trying to do that? Over here, she finds, but she thinks, in her brain, all of her filters on, all she can see is this one type of car, this one colour car, right? But if she actually allowed, maybe what she would have been given was 2 cars, money left over for 2 holidays, plus a deposit on a house. So she slowed herself down. She went for, she only thinks she knows what's good for her. What if what you think is good for you is not good for you? What if that makes you have to sell your soul to the devil along the way? You'll be tempted. Why? Because you're so fucking shit scared of failing that you'll make decisions you wouldn't normally make in your own highest good. True. Because out here, I have a rule that stops me being a real fucking bitch to you people. Right? And that is, so this is how I run. This is my kind of running of a whole success plan. It's like really, you know, and that is I won't do anything. I won't ask you to do. I won't ask you to do anything. No, not me.
Oh, she'll do something.
I wouldn't ask of my adult children. Not me.
That's true. Because we'd say them before we say ourselves.
Yeah.
That's my rule. I have never treated, and I used to know how to be a good leader. And a lot of people, they struggle and they go to these leadership conferences and they get told how to be a leader. That's how I be a leader. So I love you like my children. I don't know why. I've always done that. I did that, you know, in Mary Kay, and I do it here with you. I feel a love for you and a protection. If I see someone give you a hard time on the fucking internet, you want to see me come in? Fucking mother hen. Right? My chicks. That's how I feel. And I did that long ago when I was really struggling with, how do you be a leader? I'd never been a leader in my fucking life. You know? So it was, how was I going to do it? I was an autonomous, single, lonely little child who always kept to myself and stayed alone. How was I going to fucking lead people to do shit? Being this simple-minded, you know, person, I just needed something that just made sure that I was ethical, and that's it. And I remember I made that decision long ago. And that's how I see you all. You're adult kind of children. I don't see you as young or immature. I see you as adults, but that are of my extension of myself. So I can't ask you to do anything outside of your higher good that I know is healthy. Now that stops me having any issues. Think about it. I got issues with a few people who just, you know, didn't show the respect back to the adult, I guess, you know, you know, they didn't have that. Yeah, okay. So that's good. That sorts that out, doesn't it? It's a nice filter. But that's it. It's that simple. We make success so hard we go and face business gurus and pay thousands and thousands of dollars to learn strategies. Women are not strategy people. We're not wired like that. We need some systems, there's no doubt about that. We need systems that flow, that's effortless, that suits us, but don't get caught up in that, because it's not what matters. What matters is where you're coming from, how you run your business, like where you're coming from. Faith, I believe you've got to have blind faith. There's no doubt where that sits. What is blind faith? It's unquestioning faith. People go to church every Sunday to try and feel that.
That's why we're here.
And they go and repent
Yeah.
from all their sins for last week. That's not blind faith. That's faith with allowed to sin all week because I'm going to be letting it go. It's not blind faith. People go to church, they don't go for that. It's like, it's just what it is, it's that you don't need anything in your head. I don't know what I'm going to do, I just turn up. In a lot of cases, I'm hopeless. Who's seen me do, anyone seen me do one of those talks where I've got it all planned out? It goes to shit. You know, learn yourself. So in other words, if you are genuine, you're coming from this sort of a place, you know what you've got is good and healthy, you're in your own body and you've got all this stuff going on, there's not much to think about. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm doing the rest of today. But I just know that it's going to be from my heart and it's going to be all of me. That's it. And from there, that's my gift to the planet. So, what if over here you were going to meet someone that owns a fleet of cars and you get to drive a car, different car, brand new every week? I mean, because we see one way of doing something. That's how we've... What's that?
Don't limit yourself.
This is very limiting. But what if over here you meet someone that right now don't end up with any cars because this person introduces you something that you've never thought of that is a part of, actually a higher part of your values, which is freedom, and they're gonna say, come and move over this other country here and let's work over there. I don't know. But how do you know that this is for your highest good?
I think I read something in the female brain too. It highlights how far away you are when you set a goal.
It causes fear.
Yeah.
For men, it just causes focus.
Whereas when you
Nothing
have,
else.
When you have an intention and a vision,
Yeah.
it doesn't happen.
That is so true. Yeah. So just get more in touch with. You got this. I reckon this running like this takes no thoughts.
I like that.
None. There's nothing to fucking think about. So you can get around with an empty head. I mean, it's okay because in actual fact you're more in peripheral and it's going to come anyway. But it's going to come bigger and better. It's going to blow you away. You ought to be an accidental success story. But it's not accidental. It's running the female success formula. It's fucking easy.
I love winging it.
Tell me the effort you have to go to grow that human inside of you. Do you need a plan? Did you have to work your plan and plan your work? And did you? Did you have to have the goal of it? 9 months? Did you have to track?
No.
To create a whole human? Really? There you go. So what else could you create? So you've got the unconscious mind of a creator. Men have that of a builder. Now a builder would need focus. He would need to know the steps. He would need to have the framework built. He would need to have increments so that the slab is laid at a certain time, so that the windows can be put in, so that he can build the home and have safety for his family, if that makes sense. He needs to know this stuff. Why? Because he's got no negative charge on it, so he's fine. This is all he needed to come into focus because that's his way of achieving any more than mere existence. And ours is by practicing faith. We can make a baby through it. We can make anything happen through it. Does that make sense?